Yes, guys, in this video, I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough of the system that I'm going to be delivering for you and give you an insight on what you're actually going to be doing for your clients. The case study I'm going to be using for this video is one of my clients, Paul D Tattoo. Really good business. It does all of the tattoos for all the Man United players, okay? So his academy trains people on how to become tattoo artists from complete scratch. So let's think about the customer journey, okay? If I wanted to become a tattoo artist, I didn't know someone like Paul from Instagram or whatever, what would I do? I'd go on Google and I would type in, become a tattoo artist training or something like this, okay? When I do that, 1,000,001 businesses are going to come up because, yes, you do not need to be Steve Jobs of marketing to figure out if you run a tattoo training academy course or a tattoo academy, like, you should come up here, okay? The problem is, Google ads are so expensive, right? Some of these guys be dropping close to £1 million a year to rank here. And for the majority of our clients, right, they're not going to have the budget to come here regardless of how good you are at Google marketing. But for most businesses, it's about thinking outside the box. How can I take some of this traffic and take all these people that are actively looking for these tattoo academies, but without spending the big money that's required to advertise here? And you're going to do what the best marketers do, okay? Which is advertise on Facebook and Instagram. And the reason you want to advertise on Facebook and Instagram is because these algorithms are so advanced that you can use it to predict someone's behavior. And because you can predict their behavior by seeing what they do online using these algorithms, you can actually beat someone to the Google search, okay? So this is always why you want to be doing Facebook and Instagram ads and why I teach it, because the best Instagram marketers are better than the best Google marketers because I can win your inquiry before you even need to go to Google to see all these amazing options. There are a few challenges associated with this process. I'm going to tell you how the way that I'm going to show you guys how to do it, overcome these problems, okay? So even though we run ads on Facebook and Instagram, what all of our clients would say is, right, how do I get, the good leads, the good inquiries, the guys that have got the money and they want to do it right now? How can I attract those people? What do you have to do with the targeting or the ad? Trust me, there's nothing with the targeting or the ad, right? Because what's going to happen is I can show you how to put these ads in front of the perfect, ideal, target audience. But to make that person want to click on you is more than just a sexy advert. What's going to happen is when someone sees that ad, the majority of the good leads are going to click on it and think, right, who's this guy? What's he about? Let me see some proof that he does what he says. And these people are going to click on your social media profile. Paul's got a really good social media presence here, loads of followers, and that's off the back burner of producing amazing user-generated content like this, okay? And I'm going to train you how to create similar content like Paul does. So the very first thing that we're going to be giving you is trainings on how you can script, film, edit all of this short-form content, and we'll put you in positions where you can go and meet your clients and you can charge them for doing like these content days, or if you didn't want to go and meet them, you really wanted to commit to this remote work lifestyle, then you can write the scripts for them, get them to film it, and then just return it back to you and edit. Some of Paul's content is fantastic, and he gets some amazing views just showing off how good he is at tattooing, which fills you with trust, right? Because if this guy is gonna, say, I'm doing a tattoo training course, there's the Lamborghini Urus as proof, there's some of his amazing artwork, and you got a lot of his personality on there, loads of fantastic content that's gonna fill you with trust and inspire you to buy from him. So once we got the brand looking good, okay, now it's time to run ads because we don't want people being driven to his page, okay? This is an example of what an ad might look like.
If you're ready to turn your creativity into a high-earning income, want the freedom to choose your own hours, then tattooing might be a career for you. I'm Paul D Tattoo, a trusted artist for Premier League footballers and other high-end clients. School didn't work out for me and I just hated my 9 to 5. Asking for permission to go on holiday, working a job I didn't enjoy, all just for 30 grand a year. Tattooing's changed everything for me. I get to pick my own hours, I've made more money than I ever thought was possible, and I love what I'm doing. At Paul D Tattoo, we take beginners with zero experience and turn them into trained artists in just 2 weeks. Learn the exact techniques that I'm using at this level today.
Okay, you get the gist. So I'm going to show you how to create adverts in a very similar style like this. I wrote this ad and I filmed this ad and I directed the ad. Okay, so I'm going to train you in everything from how I made the script, how you put the music behind it, how you edit it together, and how you can make a really high-performing ad. So anybody that is interested obviously sees that ad and goes, oh, I'd love to be a tattoo artist. And they're going to tell you because they're going to click on that ad and enter their email address and their phone number, essentially become their lead. And as you can imagine, This can come with a lot of problems if you don't do this in the right way, because the majority of people that sign up for anything, they don't actually want it. So how do we set our clients up in a way where they get inquiries that aren't tire kickers, that are actually people where they can take money from instead of just burning their time on the phone when they're already really busy? And you can do this by adding qualifying questions to an on-platform lead form that I'm going to train you to design as well. So when somebody clicks pause ad to inquire with them, this is the page that pops up. This is called a lead form, all right? And if they progress through this form, they get asked a series of qualifying questions where this prospect must answer correctly to all 3 qualifying questions. If they do not answer the correct answer to any of these 3 qualifying questions, boom, we boot them out. We don't allow them to come in because we don't want to be spending our time with people that we can't take money from. They need to be qualified, okay? So question here, the 2-week training course is going to be held in Manchester. Can you get here? They must say yes to that. If they pass that, the next question, this training is going to cost an investment of 1.5k. Yes, I'm still interested. No, I'm not interested. Making sure they're price qualified. And then the following question, how soon do you want to get started? Are they in a boat where they're looking to progress in the next 60 days? Providing that they've answered all that, they can then come through and become a lead. So we know we're sending good people through to our clients. Now, as long as you're following the best practices that I'm going to map out for you, you're going to be able to generate loads of leads for your clients. And this can become very overwhelming. And one thing you're going to find with lead generation is there's different types of leads. Not everybody is ready to go right now. And if you're letting people take all of your time, then they will. So we need to manage who's actually interested. There is one thing someone signing up to say they want to call, and there is someone actually making it, and they wouldn't be willing to exchange their time to come on that call with you. So this is when we need to use AI. I'm going to show you how you can create AI agents and give all of your clients their own AI receptionist that will reach out to the leads, and the ones that have a higher interest will get booked into the client's calendars completely hands off, and it will not overbook them with anything that the client already has in their calendar. This AI can read to see who's actually got availability and can put them in around that. Let me show you a test. Here's just an example of the AI that I created for Paul. So within 5 minutes of that lead inquiring, because you've got to get onto these people immediately, this is the text message that the lead would send to someone like me if I inquired. Hey, just checking, I'm speaking to Cobi. It's Paul here from the Paul D Tattoo Academy. I just saw your inquiry on our social media ad about becoming a trained tattoo artist. I'd love to jump on a 30-minute call with you and see if it's a good fit for you. Are you free tomorrow? I might say something like, yeah, but how much is it? And the AI can actually conversate with me. And because I've trained it, it knows all of the answers about everything to do with, in this example, Paul's Tattoo Academy. It says, good question. The training program is 2.5k. And it takes from complete beginner to a tattoo artist. We've also got finance options for people, that are applicable. Are you free tomorrow still? Okay, so it's amazing. So, you can train this to be so advanced. I might say something like, what's the average salary, with a typo, of a artist? And the AI is trained from the frequently asked questions that I've took from him, and it's also linked to ChatGPT. So you're giving everybody the world's smartest employees, so something which is extremely, extremely valuable, okay? Most title artists earn 45k. Are you looking to have a quick call tomorrow? Okay, so we go, yeah, I am free tomorrow. And what's going to happen here, the AI is now going to read, in this example, Paul's calendar, and then it will give me a couple of options of when it can book me in. It says I can do 10 a.m., 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. And if I said 1 p.m. works, it would go ahead and book me in. But, another interesting feature about this AI that I'm going to train you to build, it's also got empathy. I could say something like, I just got hit by a bus. Like that, right? Touch wood. Doesn't happen. And it knows to not pitch me, because as you can imagine, this is not a straightforward process, right? People don't reply to text messages all the time. The AI chases people so you don't have to. Look in this example. Really sorry to hear that. Don't worry about the call right now. Focus on getting ready. And this will actually remember to chase me next week, okay? So it can read your calendar, books you in, but like a human being would. And it doesn't stop there. Once that lead has been booked in, they come over to a CRM system which you are going to be able to give your clients. I will show you how to create custom-made CRM systems that have AI integration workflows in within GoHighLevel, okay? One of the most important tools that you can use as a marketer these days. I will show you how to become an expert in that. And you'll be able to give your clients a proper sales process that they can follow that it's got to give them a real chance of converting these leads. Because there's one thing getting someone on a call, which everyone can do, but is there a process in the background to actually allow them to nurture that lead properly? That's backed by stats. The sales process I'm going to be giving you is the one that I have personally converted hundreds of thousands from, and also my clients too, okay? So hopefully that gives you an insight into everything that we're doing for you. If you can combine everything that I'm just describing to you here with really solid communication, you are going to have the ability to earn absolutely thousands from marketing. You'll be doing a great job for your clients, and in turn, you will be paid in line with that, okay? Hopefully that excites you. Let's get into the trainings.